what I agreed to talk about was the idea of establishing a Royal College of Teaching. Just going back to your question about whether or not there is a vacuum, I remember being in Dublin. We had a seminar funded by European Education Research Association in collaboration with the network that I'm coordinating, the Teacher Education Policy in Europe network. And we were at University College Dublin, I think it must have been June 2010, and we had the Teaching Council closely involved in that event from Ireland, and General Teaching Council from Scotland was there, and it was the day that they announced the abolition of the General Teaching Council in England. June 2010, I think it was. And I think that's the moment that the vacuum started to be created, actually. In terms of a Royal College of Teaching, I think the first reference to it, as I've come across, is something in 2007, a paper that was written by Mary James and Baroness Perry. I think there was some kind of policy paper written at that moment in time. But my attention was first drawn to it in 2010, and it was, I noticed it in a submission to the Donaldson Review of Teacher Education in Scotland. I was at that time working at D. And it was a proposal from the Royal Society in Edinburgh, and they in that document proposed the idea of a Royal College of Teaching, and drew a parallel with Royal Colleges and other professions. And I think the Royal bit is about the charter. So if you are a charter, if you have a chartered status, it's that notion. That's where the Royal bit comes in. So it's the award of a Royal Charter to a body like a university. This university has a Royal status. So that was the first time my attention was drawn to it, and I sort of put it into a paper I was presenting at the conference in Helsinki, the Easter conference in 2010. Tim Oates has written, and Tim Oates is involved with the Prince's Trust. That's one of the other groups that's been involved in this discussion. And he refers to the developments in the Prince's Trust from around that time, around 2010. And it was in 2010, it was in November 2010, I'd given the plenary at the CERA conference, and was welcomed by Ian at that event. And it was through discussions with Walter Humes and Tony Luby from the Association of Chartered Teachers Scotland that I became involved in what I didn't know existed previously, but the College of Teachers. And the College of Teachers has a long history. It started out as the College of Preceptors, and it does have a Royal Charter as the professional body for teachers and teacher professional development. It's based at the Institute of Education. In fact, it's the body that established the London Training Day School, which then became the Institute of Education. So it's got a long history, and I think it was also the body that initiated the first professor's post in the UK. And I was asked to take on the job of Chair of the Publications Committee, which I did at that time. Sort of fast forwarding to the autumn of last year, there was a common select committee set up, and a series of meetings at which the College of Teachers presented evidence, General Teaching Council Scotland presented evidence, the outgoing CEO of General Teaching Council England also presented evidence. But that then led to an outcome which was, from the Common Select Committee, a proposal for a Royal College of Teaching. Not the College of Teachers, but a Royal College of Teaching. And Charlotte Leslie, particularly, Conservative MP, I think, for Bristol, has been very supportive of this idea. I think her father, I understand, is a surgeon, linked closely to the Royal College of Surgeons. But she's written a lot and is behind the idea and the proposal. The other significant contribution is the paper by Bob and Tim. I was at a conference of the Association of Chartered Teachers Scotland just a few weeks ago, and Tim was speaking at that. And I think that paper really does present the analysis of the fragmentation and the stop-start processes of governments in terms of teachers' professional development. What we've been doing in the college is we've been working on a paper, a special edition of Education Today. Education Today is the journal of the college, and the timing of this event has been quite remarkable because this is literally hot off the press. It's not the whole journal, but the journal's going to print just today, and it's actually on it's on the topic of establishing the Royal College. The person that's probably done most in the field in terms of bringing groups together is Derek Bell. Professor Derek Bell is the professor of the College of Teachers. He was previously instrumental, I think, in establishing the Association of Science Education Charter Teacher Status. So he's worked through the college bringing groups together. He's the guest editor of this, and what I've done is I've just copied the first two articles from the edition. One is by Tim Oates, who's presenting the Prince's Trust perspective, and the other one is from Raphael Wilkins. And Raphael Wilkins is the president of the College of Teachers, and basically what the proposal here is trying to do is to try and get these various groups together. And Raphael sort of ends with saying that basically the College of Teachers is willing to transform itself into this new Royal College of Teaching, and is inviting groups to participate in that process. So if you like to take the Royal Charter and to renew it as the Royal College of Teaching, and his proposal is that that process need not take long, and that his proposal, if you read the text, is that that could happen by September 2014. So it's an invitation for everybody involved to have their say. I should stress that half the journal articles are from teachers, so we've got a number of sort of like leading thinkers with a number of teachers. Someone I've worked closely with over the last few years, Tony Levy from Aberdeen, who's Association of Charter Teachers Scotland executive member, but also others. I think it's a really interesting time. It's not well, the College of Teachers is not well known. Education Today, I don't think, is widely read, although it does attract sort of significant contributions. What we're planning to do is to make this available digitally, so make it available online, and invite, you know, as much publicity as we can and engagement with the community. And hopefully, you know, I think there is a window of opportunity there for the teaching profession to come together and do something quite significant. The feedback from government is that the government aren't going to get in the way. I think there is quite high level of support at this moment in time, despite the fact that the incumbent to be like those. But I'm happy to try and answer any questions. But I think it's something probably to take away for our guests.
Thank you very much. Anybody want to ask any questions for Brian? No? Okay. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, we've got